Hi my loves, it's Savvie and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, how cool is my Harry Potter shirt? I absolutely love it and it's got Hogwarts on the back. Oops. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I've decided to do 6 things I love about being deaf. I think that it is necessary for videos like this, because as much as being deaf is a struggle, there are positive aspects to it, even though the struggles tend to outweigh the positives, but that depends on how you look at it, really. So the first thing that I love about being deaf is that I'm more sensitive to the people around me and my environment. Because I'm deaf, I feel like all my other senses Because I'm deaf, I feel that all my other senses are heightened, and also my emotional levels are heightened too, if that makes any sense at all. But I am very sensitive to how people are feeling and people's emotions particularly. I can tell if someone's in a really bad mood just by walking into a room. And what's really cool is that my sense of smell is incredible. I can walk into the kitchen at any time and I'll know exactly what's being cooked. I can name all the food and all the ingredients in the cooking and I'll be 100% correct. How cool is that? Sometimes I feel like I'm Remy from Ratatouille. Another thing that I love about being deaf is that I get to share my unique experiences with everyone, especially on this platform here on YouTube. I've got some great story times that I can't wait to share with you guys, and those story times would not be story times if it wasn't for the fact that I'm deaf. I feel that by sharing my experiences, it definitely helps at least one person who is either deaf or normal hearing. I feel that by sharing my experiences, this invites you into my world, and it is one that is very loud, but also very silent. The next thing on my list that I love about being deaf is that I'm constantly learning about new things. And particularly, these could be things about myself or about the world around me. For example, I've learned how to communicate really well, in my opinion. For example, being deaf has taught me how to push myself. I am a brilliant student now because I've had to push myself to learn. 7 years of speech therapy does things to you. I also had to teach myself to listen, and also I was homeschooled for 4 years. So that has kind of taught me how to teach myself to do things. I've had to force myself to learn how to communicate, I've had to force myself to do schoolwork, but also to be on the same level as the other kids at school as well. It was never easy, but being deaf has pushed me to be the best version of myself. There's a car outside my window, and they're just like driving around in circles. It's weird. Being deaf has definitely helped me to know myself and who I am, and it has definitely made me a stronger person because of the experiences I've had to go through. I've had to grow a very tough skin, because if I didn't, I don't think I would have made it to this point in my life. Another thing I love about being deaf is how I experience new sounds every single day. What I was going to say. Although I've been to speech therapy and lots of other therapy which have taught me how to recognize certain sounds, I have yet to experience some sounds. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I have actually never heard a mosquito before. Some might say that I'm actually a very lucky person not to hear mosquitoes because apparently they're very annoying. But I do not know every single sound out there, so I'm constantly hearing new things and I'm going like, what the heck is that? And someone will say, oh, and so, and then I'll be like, oh wow, I did not know that. Another thing that I love about being deaf is that It makes me very unique. I don't know how many people can say, oh, I'm deaf. I'm sure that everyone is unique in their own special way. And this is my own special way of being unique. And I love talking to people about it because it's a great conversation starter, unless that person is a bit judgmental, and sometimes people do tend to get judgmental and they start talking to you straight away. I go into more detail about this in my previous videos, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave the link in my description box down below. I love teaching people about being deaf, and I love telling people all my experiences about it. Another thing that I love about being deaf is that I won't have to hear the annoying sounds. I won't ever have to hear my husband snoring at night, babies crying, traffic, alarms, which actually could be quite dangerous if you think about it, because what if someone broke into my home? I wouldn't know, because I wouldn't hear them, because like I said in my previous video, I take off my processors at night. Oh, and I won't hear mosquitoes either, so apparently that's good. Well, my loves, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I opened your mind a bit more about deafness in general. If you did enjoy this video or learn something new, please give this a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy my content. It would make my heart so very happy. I hope that you have all had a great day or night wherever you are, and I love you all so very much. I shall see you in the next video. Bye!